Property owners in Thunder Bay are likely looking at a significant tax hike this year if City Council wants to avoid cutting services. City administration released the proposed 2023 budget yesterday. It includes a tax levy increase of 6.2% or 5.6% after accounting for growth to the city's tax base. Lee Noonan has the details.
An increased police budget and rising inflation are only two of the reasons given by staff for the historically high tax levy increase of 6.2 or, after growth, 5.6%. That represents an extra $12.8 million in taxation. City Manager Norm Gale says it's the biggest increase seen in his career.
This budget will be the most difficult budget ever faced by a city council in the history of the city of Thunder Bay.
Policing accounts for more than a third of the increase, $4.4 million, and is outside administration's jurisdiction.
The Police Services Board and the Police Chief make a budget proposal to city council. We do not have a role there.
Other major budget drivers include $1.3 million for program and service review initiatives and a provincially mandated recycling program, and inflation, which according to City Treasurer Linda Evans accounts for about $1.6 million of the budget.
When it comes to things like salt on the roads as well as paint, there's been exorbitant increases in those costs. And finally, another example is our long-term care and senior services area, where we're seeing, as we all are, increases in our food.
And with volatility at the pumps, they're recommending dipping into the stabilization reserves to help cover increases in fuel prices. The capital infrastructure budget was also decreased by 10%, despite direction from council to increase infrastructure spending by 5% every year, and administration's own recommendations. The new council will work to finalize the numbers by April, with Gale predicting council will face a grueling budget process in the coming months. Councillor Brian Hamilton says he'd like to see the capital spending increase brought back, while Casey Atrenny is most concerned about maintaining services. Both councillors anticipate a significant challenge.
I think we need all hands on deck, so to say, and we're going to need to have all eyes on this budget to hopefully bring it down to the most affordable that we can, given that the community is really asking for a maintenance of service levels and hopefully an increase in capital spending.
It's going to be a tough budget. We are going to have to sharpen the pencils, and to be fair, I mean, we'll have to see how the rest of the month plays out.
Residents will have the opportunity to give their 2 cents at a January 12th meeting. Registration to speak, whether virtually or in person at the meeting, must be submitted by noon on January 11th. Lee Noonan, TBT News.